In a heart-pounding comeback that shattered expectations, the Denver Broncos clawed back from a 14-point deficit in the fourth quarter to snatch a dramatic 21-17 victory over the Philadelphia Eagles on the road, proving that in football, anything can happen when guts and strategy collide. But here's where it gets controversial. This wasn't just any win. It flipped a historic script that had the Broncos buried in a dismal 1-12 record when trailing by at least 14 points in the fourth quarter away from home. Now they've doubled their triumphs, standing at 2-12, and handed the Eagles their first defeat of the season. For beginners diving into NFL drama, think of it like a movie plot twist where the underdog rallies with smart plays and bold decisions, turning despair into delight. The Broncos, trailing 17-3 as the final quarter kicked off, started chipping away at Philadelphia's lead. Running back J.K. Dobbins powered through for a 2-yard touchdown run, slicing the gap to 7 points and igniting the crowd's hopes. Then, after forcing the Eagles into a quick 3-and-out punt, quarterback Bo Nix orchestrated a masterful drive. He connected with tight end Evan Engram on an 11-yard touchdown pass, pulling Denver within striking distance and setting up a potential tie. And this is the part most people miss. Broncos head coach Sean Payton didn't play it safe. Instead of kicking the extra point to knot the score, he went for the aggressive 2-point conversion. Nix rolled right, spotted wide receiver Troy Franklin wide open in the end zone, and delivered the ball for the score, flipping the game to an 18-17 Denver lead. It's a move that could spark debate. Was this coaching brilliance or a risky gamble that paid off? The Broncos kept the momentum rolling, forcing another punt and embarking on a methodical 4-minute drive. Kicker Will Lutz capped it with a 36-yard field goal, extending the lead to 21-17. At one tense moment, it seemed Denver might face a 4th-and-1 challenge, but a potentially controversial unnecessary roughness penalty on Eagles linebacker Zach Bond gifted them a fresh set of downs, keeping the drive alive. For those new to the game, penalties like this can feel like plot devices. Sometimes they swing the game unfairly, and this one certainly fueled the Broncos' comeback. With the clock ticking and no timeouts left, the Eagles mounted a desperate Hail Mary from the Denver 29-yard line as time expired. But the ball was batted away from receiver DeVonta Smith's grasp, falling incomplete and sealing the upset. Nix wrapped up his day with a solid performance, 24 of 39 passing for 242 yards and a touchdown, plus 3 carries for 22 yards. Dobbins was a workhorse on the ground, rushing 20 times for 79 yards and that crucial score. On the other side, the Eagles' offense had its moments, including a standout 90-yard drive in the first half, where DeVonta Smith hauled in a 52-yard catch to set up a touchdown. Early in the third quarter, running back Saquon Barkley snagged a 47-yard deep pass for another score. Yet beyond those highlights, Denver's defense dominated, sacking quarterback Jalen 6 times, led by Nick Bonito with 2.5 sacks. Hurts, who had faced criticism for his passing game earlier in the week, bounced back with 23 of 38 passing for a season-high 280 yards and 2 touchdowns. Smith was a star with 8 catches for 114 yards. But wide receiver A.J. Brown was limited to just 5 receptions for 43 yards, perhaps hinting at some strategic mismatches or injuries that fans might debate. This victory is a massive boost for the 3-2 Broncos, who'll now travel overseas for a matchup against the winless 0-5 New York Jets in London next weekend, a chance to build momentum on the global stage. Meanwhile, the Eagles, now 4-1 after their first loss in over a calendar year, bounce back quickly with a Thursday night clash against the struggling 1-4 Giants. It's a reminder of how one game can reshape a season. What do you think? Did the Broncos' comeback redefine resilience, or was that penalty call a game changer that shouldn't have been? And is going for 2 in that situation always the right move, or could it backfire spectacularly? Share your opinions in the comments. I'd love to hear if you agree with Peyton's boldness or see a counterpoint in the Eagles' Hail Mary near miss.